So this topic is solving for the whole or calculating the total. So in solving for the whole, it is important to realize what fraction and the quantity it is equal to. So for example, most of the time you'll see questions like 2/3 of a number is 90. What is the number? So if we realize, we know now from the whole, whatever that number is, we know 2/3 of it is equal to 90. This is what this is saying. 2/3 of the whole of whatever number is equal to 90. So we can see that now 2/3, the relationship between 2/3 and 90 is that 2/3 is equal to 90. So 2/3 as a fraction is equal to 90 in the quantity. Alright, so if you want to calculate what the number is, what you need to do is to take the quantity given, which is the 90, and multiply it by the invert of the fraction, which is 3/2. Invert of a fraction means when you flip the fraction. So when you flip 2/3, you get 3/2. And normal multiplication, you multiply numerator by numerator and denominator by denominator, right? And when you finish, you get 135 when you simplify. So always remember, whenever you get a fraction, try to see what quantity it is equal to. And once you know what quantity it is equal to, then you will be able to calculate the whole or the total. Alright? And also remember, if you should ever give it in like so for example, let's say they had given you 50% of the total oranges is 80. So you know, and I want to calculate what is the total, right? So you realize, 50% of the total is equal to 80 oranges. Alright? You want to calculate the total. But you realize, 50% is not a fraction. So, but we can always represent the percentage as a fraction. And to represent a percentage as a fraction, you put it over 100. So 50 over 100. And this could simplify to a half. So we know now 50% is equal to a half, right? So this is the same as saying a half of the total oranges is 80. What is the total? So we realize a half is equal to 80 oranges. Same way we make the relationship between the fraction and the quantity. Same thing we did here, the fraction and the quantity. We know a half is equal to 80. You want to calculate what the total is? To calculate the total, you take 80, which is the quantity given, and multiply it by the invert or the flip of the fraction, which is 2/1. A half, you flip a half, you'll get 2/1. 8 to 16, 160 oranges is the total there, right? If they had given it in decimals, say they had given it 0.25 of the total mangoes, is 0.25 of total mangoes is, let's say, 60. And I want to calculate what is the total. We know now to convert a decimal into a fraction, you put 0.25, you draw your venculum, where the decimal point is, you put in a 1, and for all the numbers on the right hand side of the decimal, you replace it with zeros. So this is the same as 25 over 100. But 25 over 100 could simplify and become 1/4. Now this here is the same as saying 1/4 of the total mangoes is 60. What is the total? So we realize now 1/4, the quantity 1/4 is equal to, it is equal to 60 mangoes. So therefore to calculate the total, easy thing again, you take this quantity given and multiply it by the invert of the fraction. The fraction here is 1/4, so it will be 4/1. So it is 240 mangoes. And that is how to do solving for the whole or calculating the total.